Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create the beginnings of a scoreboard for our game. Okay, the first thing we're going to need to do is to create an attribute or variable for the score that's going to hold the value of the score. Okay, so in order to do that, what you want to do first is go to the Migrate Project tab in your backstage, and you'll see attributes here. Click on this plus sign, and what you want to do is create, let's go ahead and create an integer type variable. And when you do that, you'll see this box, new attribute underscore attribute 1, show up. Just get rid of that and type score. So that's going to be our, and hit enter. So that's our score variable, which at the start of the game will be set at a value of 0. The next thing we want to do is head over to the actor tab and add a new actor that's going to hold the variable, the score variable. So when we hit the plus sign there, it creates a new actor. Let's go ahead and change that actor text to score text. Okay? Now, once we do that, then we can do a couple of things. First of all, we want to go to persistent behaviors, persistent, and then go to display text and drag the display text in. Okay, when you do that, you notice you get some, sort of Microsoft Word type settings here to control the look and the feel, basically what the text is going to look like. If you looked at the previous video on how to create text on the page on your scene, you know what to do with these here. So right now this is set to white. Okay, so we'll close that out, but the background is also white. So white on white for color, this would be the background here. You want to change that and to a different color. So the background of our scene is black. So if we bring the alpha level to 0, if I see how I drag that down, that just makes it a clear background. So if I hit that to 0, you can type that in there, and then we have white text for now. Now, if we were then to drag that text in, so if I drag that in here, let me just resize this in the corner. I just want you to see what that looks like. Then if I hit the play button, you see there's our hello world there. Okay, if I go back to the editor now and click on that, let's get rid of this because I don't want it to say hello world. I want it to have the beginnings of our scoreboard. So if we get rid of that, then what we want, remember, what we want to show in that text box is whatever the value of our score is. And so if we go to attributes, remember we created a game level attribute called score. Okay, so if we click on those, game and score, notice it puts that in there for us. If we hit this green check mark, okay, and then if we try to test that, now you notice it's holding that value of 0. Okay, and that's the beginnings of our scoreboard. In an upcoming video, what I'll show you how to do is that basically every time the bullet hits the alien, we want the score to go up a certain amount. So the value that we have for the attribute, let me go back here, for score is 0 at this point. But every time you hit the alien, you want this variable to change. Okay, so that's the basic idea. So again, attributes in Game Salad, in the computer science world, we call variables. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.